Morning everybody, it's the 27th of December 2024. What have I been doing? Well, we got a £1.50 box from Lidl this morning, so we've shared it out because there was a lot of stuff in it, and I'd also got some of the vegetables left from Christmas, so I've just filled the slow cooker up with potatoes and Brussels, and I've put some vegetable stock to cook them in, so nothing's wasted. All the nutrients are there. I've got a few more bits that are left over, so I will process them. And I think I've said before, I like to do enough food for 3 days, so that if we're busy or if we're going out anywhere, it's already done. And it's a lot better than getting things that are heavily processed. I think what I'm taking forward this year, as much as I can, because we're all busy, none of us are angels, you're bound to get processed food, but I'm trying to steer clear from it as much as I can. I'm trying. This is not a New Year resolution or anything. I don't like those. I don't like putting myself under a constraint of doing something. But what I'm going to try and do is try to keep away from all the processed foods. If I can keep getting my £1.50 box from Lidl, it makes me use that fresh fruit and vegetables in the diet. So that's always good. And instead of giving the children sweets when we go round, we've been taking boxes of grapes, kiwi fruits, whatever we've got. And also red peppers, things like that. Things that are good for them, that are not full of rubbish. So we're trying to be kind. What else? I think, was it 2 billion? Either 2 billion things or £2 billion was spent on second-hand goods this Christmas. Now that fills me with pleasure. Now it's not a stigma to have things that are second-hand. I was once told that the rich love bargains and the poor need them, and it's always stuck with me. But what I'm seeing now is there's a lot of people that I wouldn't class as poor that are buying things off of Vinted and other platforms where you can buy things second hand. Going into charity shops, you see a lot of people with a lot more money than I've ever seen before. I think people are realising that the things that used to be made were made better. So, this is just my opinion. I would encourage anybody to buy second hand. It's not for everybody, but I love to see it because a lot of these things would have been either broken up and burnt, just discarded or put into landfill. And there's no need for it really. There's plenty of stuff here already. And what I'd really like to see is things not coming into the country from the other side of the world by the click of a button. I don't think it's a good thing. I just look at some of the stuff and think, you've spent all that money on landfill really, because that's what a lot of it is. I don't think it'll last very long. But that's just me on my little soapbox again. You know what I'm like. I'm like a little jack in the box, aren't I really, coming out with my opinion. But I think it's just food for thought. It's not for everybody, but sometimes it just gives a little seed of things and you can ponder it yourself. I watched a lovely thing on YouTube, and it was about quilts that were made. I think it was in Alabama and around that area, from the descendants of slaves and how they were looked down upon. But now the table's turned and the quilts are going for a lot of money, and that's generating money for this poor area. And I think, I often think of, the meek shall inherit the earth, and in that situation, I think they really have. And it's been a marvellous thing to watch. And things that were just discarded, like newspaper, at one time, it was used to paper walls in houses, but some people did it in such an artistic way. I think there's something that we all need to keep from there. It's not how much money you spend on things, it's what you do with what you've got. It's like if you've got any time in summer and you can go blackberry picking, you're ending up with things that are good for you, and it's good to be out, and it's a good thing to teach generations to come. It's just something that just makes sense. And if you've got anything that you don't want, don't throw it away. Think about how you can pass it on, or just put it out and put free on it. That's what we've done in the past. Dining chairs I've done that with, stools I've done that with, and then anything else I've took to the charity shop. The charity shops and second-hand shops have been good to me, so it's good to pay back. I cannot stand waste, and I think I'm happy now because it's something that people are beginning to realise. If you can share a little bit, it goes a long way. Anyway, that's about it. I'm going to get back in my box now, and I'm going to have a cup of tea, Earl Grey with milk. I'm in on my own. I've got the fire on, and the birds have been coming. I've got 2 robins in the garden, so they've had a bit of a tussle because robins are very territorial. So it's funny, isn't it, how birds are. Right, I'm to drink a cup of tea, and as you know, I've got to crack on. Bye.